Happy Tuesday, everybody. We're glad you're here for Around the Block. I am Heather Holman along with Jacqueline Ferris. We're happy you're here. D'Anthony's always here, of course, but he's also sick still today. D'Anthony, how are you feeling? Better than yesterday?
Yes.
Good.
Better.
Okay. He's got the face mask on. Is it the golf one? Do you like to golf?
Jacqueline, explain.
Is this a music thing?
No, but yes. And did I not say someone will say?
You're the only one that knows.
I know.
Okay, pop yourself up so people
But
can see what we're talking about.
you're the one cool enough to have actually purchased it. So you tell us about the brand.
It's so Heather, that half naked guy that I had on my computer.
Yes.
He's shirtless. But this is his company. It's called Golf.
Okay. Why?
'Cause it's a whole thing. I'm gonna sum it up.
Yeah.
He had like a little group called All Future, and they called him like, oh, it's kind of like a wolf gang. So he just reverted to like, oh, Golf Wang.
Okay.
And then he's like,
And
oh,
what's his name again?
Tyler, the Creator.
Okay, I was thinking Chance the Rapper. Is he even still around? Did I even get that
He's
right?
totally still around.
Okay. I don't know anything about rappers or anything like that. But that's interesting. I love learning new things. So now I know.
Last year at Austin City Limits, they had like a pop-up store with all of this merch.
Okay.
So that's the only reason I knew about it.
Okay.
So I promise I'm not like cool like D'Anthony. It was totally coincidental that I knew.
Oh, okay. Well, I have no clue. I'm like, oh, well, I guess he likes to play golf.
No, yesterday he goes, I know I'm the only one that knows that's you don't like golf. I know who it is.
Do you not like golf in real life?
I like Top Golf. I don't like golf.
Top Golf is fun.
I'm the same way. Top Golf, the rest of it.
Putt. Yeah, same. So today something pretty cool happened in Oklahoma City. We had the implosion of the roof of the Jim Norick Arena at State Fair Park. And we have video of that to show you too, because they didn't know if it was actually going to happen. There's the mayor. And watch this. All right, there goes the rooftop. Oh, some of the paneling as well. They were going to leave the walls, so they'll just knock those down later. Yeah, there it is. Multiple angles. They didn't know if they would be able to do this because we've had such overcast skies and they were hoping for sunny skies. All of that debris can get trapped in moisture and go up into the clouds. So that's why they were wanting. It's a lot of smoke there. Clear skies. So you've got Mayor David Holt there. Next to him is a former mayor, and his father was Jim Norick. So he's watching the arena named after his father torn down, but he says it's worn out. It's time to start over. So they did just build the new OG&E Coliseum at the State Fair, which is bigger, will hold bigger performances and so forth. So pretty, a piece of history there. It's 60 years old.
It is. And it was at 7:30-ish this morning. I could actually hear it. I went outside to see if I could hear it, and also had TV going on just right inside, and there was about a minute delay, but I could hear the big boom, and it was incredible.
The Acme TNT.
Yeah,
it's something you'd see on a cartoon.
I don't know. For me, it was a moment in history, in Oklahoma history.
Sure.
And I was really excited to be able to hear it from my house. But
yeah.
What great video.
It has to be bittersweet for the former mayor, too, to see the building named after his father come down, but he understands.
Yeah.
It's just part of life that you have to move on, build bigger and better things. And so many different performances came there, from ice shows to concerts. My kids and I, rodeos for sure. My kids and I went to several Disney on Ice shows there when they were younger. So
State basketball.
Of neat things.
So many memories, and history continues.
It sure does. And the new OG&E Coliseum will hold many, many more memories, many, many more years of history as well. So that was neat to get to see this morning. I mean, it's not every day that we implode a building here in Oklahoma City.
That's kind of a big deal.
Yeah, like it happens in Vegas all the time. We'll take down the old casinos and replace them, but not something we see here very often at all. So that's different. And that's neat that you could hear it. What did it sound like?
Just like you would think, just like it sounded on TV. For those who are watching, it was just the boom.
Boom. Yeah. Like in the distance, in the far distance, you could hear it?
Yes. But it was surprisingly loud. I was surprised that I could hear it a decent far away. So, yeah.
And they have to be so careful with the placement of whatever they use. I don't know if it's actual dynamite these days or whatever it is they're using. But to make sure that, if it doesn't fall one way or the other, and their goal was just the rooftop to come down. So they succeeded.
They were very successful.
Yeah, that was good for them. Good for them. Here's to new beginnings. President Bill Clinton's coming to Oklahoma City.
Mhm.
This is a big deal too. He will have, of course, his entourage of Secret Service, but he's coming for the funeral of former Governor George Nye. That must mean former Governor George Nye, as we know, was very special. He was governor of Oklahoma at the same time that Bill Clinton, look at that old picture,
Mhm.
was governor of Arkansas. So they collaborated on many different projects. So Bill Clinton says, I'm going to be there. So I think that's really cool to see too.
I think it's great to see just the political camaraderie happen from state to state. And these relationships have been over years. Nye and Clinton were good friends outside of politics. And just for him to be able to come back and honor his family and him as a politician and just the legacy that he leaves behind in the state of Oklahoma, as well as honestly Clinton, because he was here not long ago, a few weeks ago, months for the Oklahoma City bombing memorial. So for him to come
right,
back is very cool.
right. So George Nye, we've talked about this on our newscast KFOR if you've watched, but he was 98. What a long, fulfilling
Yeah.
life to live to see 98 years old. And so his service will be at 11 a.m. on Thursday at Crossings Community Church, the one in Portland. There are two locations, not the one in Edmond, the Oklahoma City location.
Mhm.
And it's open to the public, so anyone can go. So you can actually go and see President Bill Clinton.
Yeah.
If that's your thing, if you want to do that.
You should probably get there early though.
Yeah, I would say so. And it's, look at Bill Clinton's hair there.
Yeah,
This picture is from the 80s when they both served as governor.
that's really cool.
That's very, very neat.
I actually went to the the presidential library in Little Rock.
Okay.
Not 2 weeks ago, actually. And it was definitely worth the drive. And the coolest part for me was they have binders with his daily agenda for his entire presidency there. And you could go to the April 19th binder and see the correspondence between the White House and then him in Oklahoma City in response to the Oklahoma City bombing. That you could see where he traveled here to meet with the families, and it was just really cool.
Wow.
Yeah, so he really, him coming for this, it just really shows the politics, it's the relationships and doing good for our state. So it was really awesome.
Was that part of like a vacation that you took?
It was. I'm a nerd. Yeah.
No, I think that's great. You're a history lover. And I didn't even know that was there, honestly. I just got back from Hot Springs, Arkansas with my family and didn't even think to stop by that because I didn't know it was which did you say Little Rock?
In Little Rock. It's definitely worth the drive. It was really, really cool. Just it's a moment in history and just they've cataloged everything and mementos. Another thing that was really cool in one of the exhibits, I saw a letter that a grade school girl that would have been my age from Edmond, Oklahoma, had written him at the time when he was in office and just, thanked him for whatever he had done when he had visited or something in relation to education. But it was cool. Yeah. Oklahoma City and Arkansas, Little Rock, a lot of things happen.
Yeah, especially back there in 1995. And like you said, he was here recently. What was it for again? I forgot.
The Oklahoma City bombing. He was
for the 30th anniversary, yes. And he'll also be speaking at George Nye's funeral. And so he's got such close ties to Oklahoma. Anyway, it'll just be neat to have a former president in the state, no matter your political views.
Totally.
So I think that's interesting that he'll be there. And it meant so much to him, George Nye did, that he'll actually be the speaker there.
Yeah.
Very cool. So this morning, I was at the dentist with my daughter. She had to have 2 fillings, and it's the kind that are in between your teeth at the very bottom. So they had to drill on 2 separate teeth to get down there to fill both. And then she had sealants put on. So there are always things that come up in life that you're not expecting financially.
Yes.
That's one of many in my life. I just had to get a new washing machine. And I mean, it's like cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching all the time. And just unexpected things pop up. And that's what's happening right now in Lexington, Oklahoma, because their utility bills have skyrocketed and they are shocked to open their bills. One couple said their monthly bill went from $250 to $850. So we went to Lexington to ask questions. And this couple right here, they said it has to be a glitch in the system. And we can't afford a glitch in the system to pay for someone else's mistake, especially right now when school's back in session. We have to buy all the back to school things. Lexington City Hall, the city manager tells us it's not a glitch in the system. It's that they have been undercharging people, and they have new software now that gives the correct estimate. So their bill will be not $250, $850.
Yeah.
That's $600 more per month.
Yes.
A lot of people can't. I mean, who can do that? That's such a huge
Right.
jump.
I was just thinking when you were talking about this, most families don't sit and have cushion in their account. Most
Right.
people would be shocked, but most families really do live paycheck to paycheck. There's not an $800, slush fund for them for these surprise bills. So this is going to hurt.
It's really going to hurt. Like my property taxes have gone up so much
Yeah.
that my actual mortgage has gone up $300 per month.
Mm-hmm.
And then also insurance rates too going up. But I'm like, I didn't sign up for this.
Right.
I signed up for this mortgage, not
Mhm.
this mortgage. And
Yeah.
that's just $300 a month. That's not
Right.
what, $600 a month. That's
Right.
crazy to me.
Yeah. And yeah.
And Lexington's not a big town. It's a small
And
town.
it's not a just robust economy in that part of the state. So for those residents to be saddled up with a pretty different utility bill that from here on out, it'll be interesting to see, if people move and how this affects
I mean,
the real estate and the growth of Lexington.
right. So the city right now of Lexington is waiving late fees this month. They won't disconnect any services, and payment plans are available. They're also working with the company for the next couple of months to ensure billing is accurate. So that's good. At least they're doing that. Maybe it'll come down a little bit. But yeah, you're right. That could even force people to move.
I mean, I remember my husband and I have moved a lot, all in the metro Oklahoma City area. But I remember one part of the metro when we lived in, we did not know that those utilities were going to be exponentially more than literally across the street. Zip codes make a big difference on utilities.
Oh, yeah, they really do.
And we definitely decided not to stay there forever because of the price of the utilities. It was, people pick places to live based on what they can afford. And so this is a big deal for those people in Lexington. And I really hope that maybe there can be a happy medium on what shakes out.
I hope so too. Like in Edmond, water is ridiculously high.
I know, yeah.
And so, yeah, it's just not fair. That is not fair to suddenly be slapped with that every single month. I don't even know how that's doable. Yes. We need to take a break. When we come back, we're going to talk about all kinds of fun things, especially this cute little story. Small hands making a big difference. Little preschoolers, what they're doing with money that they made from their lemonade stand coming up.